The Tesla sat smack in the middle of my road at 5:28 a.m. I had one choice, and it weighed 80,000 pounds. Hello, everyone. My name's Jack Ryan. I'm 42, a third-generation logger, and my family has been running a logging business deep in the forests of Idaho for decades. The road in front of my house isn't just any road, it's private, and it has been in my family for 70 years. There's no HOA here, no rules, no signs telling anyone how to live, just me, my land, my gate, and the rhythm of the forest. But that all changed the day Emily Hart moved in. She was everything new, a sparkling modern house. A brand new Tesla Model Y in glossy pearl white with a black interior, and a new position that she wielded like a scepter, the president of the HOA. From the moment she drove up my private road, she acted as if she owned it. On her first day, I arrived home, and there it was, her Tesla, parked directly in front of my gate, gleaming in the late afternoon sun as if it belonged there. I honked the horn. She emerged with her yoga mat in one hand, coffee in the other, flashing a smile that could make anyone think she was friendly. Except this wasn't friendly. It was territorial. "Oh, just 2 minutes," she said. "I'm grabbing coffee. Isn't this a community area?" I gestured at the sign's 3 clear private road warnings posted at the entrance. "Private road," I said firmly. 3 signs posted clearly. She rolled her eyes, waved her hand dismissively, and said, "Don't get tense over small things, Jack. We're all neighbors here." 3 days later, same scenario. I left a polite written notice on her windshield. She tore it up and threw it back at me. By the 7th day, I had no choice but to call the sheriff. The deputy came, nodded politely, and said, "Sir, this is civil. We can't intervene without a court order." By week 3, Emily escalated the war. She sent me a $500 fine on HOA letterhead claiming illegal commercial activity. Even though my property was never part of the HOA, 2 months passed. She parked daily on my road, live streaming on Instagram, mocking me. Some men think a big truck makes them kings. I installed cameras, recorded everything, and spoke to my attorney. But I wasn't about to be bullied out of my own property. I decided it was time to make it very clear who controlled the road. I sent a certified legal notice, return receipt requested, copied to the HOA board and sheriff's office. The letter read, "Starting Monday at 5:30 a.m., the 80,000-pound lumber truck will use this road. Any vehicle blocking it will be considered abandoned and removed at the owner's risk." I installed 4 enormous 4-foot glowing signs, visible in the day or night, warning anyone who dared park there. I called Emily personally and said, "Tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m., the truck is coming. Move your car, or..." She laughed dismissively. "You can't do anything, Jack. I have rights." Days passed, and I spent them double-checking every camera, every angle, planning the arrival down to the minute. This wasn't revenge. It was justice. Monday, 5:15 a.m. Everything was set. Cameras rolling, drones hovering silently above, my drivers ready, and the manifest secured. The morning mist hung low over the pine trees, and the sun's first rays glinted off the truck's polished steel. At 5:28 a.m., her Tesla appeared, perfectly aligned, like a mocking statue daring me to move it. Emily emerged from the house, coffee in hand, yoga mat under her arm, hair slightly damp from an early shower, smirking. She raised her phone, already live streaming to Instagram, narrating loudly for her followers. "Some men think they can just roll over us with their big trucks. Watch this, guys. A real hero in action." She paced back and forth, peering around the truck like she owned the entire forest road. Her heels clicked sharply on the gravel. She waved at the drone hovering above. "Yes, get a good shot of this. Look at him sweating." I watched quietly, focusing on the truck. Every camera angle captured her antics, checking the tires, tapping her windshield, gesturing at me from 30 feet away, pointing at the private road signs like they were a joke. 5:30 a.m. My Peterbilt 389, fully loaded with 80,000 pounds of lumber, began its slow, deliberate approach. I honked the horn twice, long and commanding. Emily didn't flinch. Instead, she started shouting into her live stream. "He's going to do what?" Her voice echoed through the quiet forest. She ran to the front of the Tesla, slapping the hood, her face inches from the windshield, still narrating to her followers, "This is insane. Can you believe this? Look at this bully." I signaled to the driver to keep steady. 5:32 a.m. The truck's massive front bumper made contact with the Tesla's rear bumper. Emily gasped, spun around, yelling, "Stop! Stop! You can't do this. This is illegal." Her phone shook in her hand as she filmed every second, streaming the impending collision live. 5:33 a.m. The truck pushed slowly. Crash! The rear of the Tesla crumpled immediately. Glass shattered. Smoke burst from the battery pack, alarms blaring violently. The Tesla slid sideways under the truck's weight, wheels lifting slightly, as if it were a toy. Emily screamed at the top of her lungs, coffee spilling, "You're insane. Sure are when, my car." She lunged toward the car, shaking her fists, practically tripping over the gravel. Yelled directly at the drone, "Get this. Everyone see this? He's insane. Call the cops." But I stood calm, camera capturing my every move, and said directly to her, "You were warned 18 times. Certified mail, signs, phone calls, all recorded. You brought this on yourself." Emily, still in disbelief, backed up a few steps, then stomped her foot like a child throwing a tantrum. She ran back and forth, checking her followers' live comments, reading aloud, "People are saying I'm the victim, huh? They don't know I've been here all week." She tried to push the Tesla herself, tugging at the side, but it wouldn't budge. She spun to face me again, pointing furiously, "You can't do this. I'm the HOA president." I calmly pointed toward the signs. "Private road. Your title doesn't override property law." The sheriff arrived minutes later, walked straight to the scene, watched the recorded footage, shook his head and said, "Mrs. Hart, this is private property. You were trespassing. No criminal charges will be filed." The following week, her insurance claim was denied, citing owner negligence. The HOA removed her from the presidency, and she sold the house, fleeing Idaho for Texas. The video went viral, reaching 42 million views under the title, "When You Park on a Logger's Private Road." Don't. My gate remains open, the road clear, and a new sign now hangs proudly. Private road. Tesla pancakes served Mondays at 5:30 a.m. Every time I pass it, I smile, remembering the chaos that taught one entitled HOA president that some roads come with consequences.